In high school, there are no redshirt years. If you miss a game, you're never going to get that game back. You miss a season, you're never going to get that season back. And you're going to miss opportunities to get yourself recruited and to impact your own team. One of the most unique things we have here in the trench is the in-season protocol. We always say we can't be feeling Wednesday's practice at Friday night's game, and we can't be feeling Friday night's game at Monday's practice. And in order for us to do that, we've got to make sure that we have a very dynamic treatment protocol that's unlike anything else offered in the country. We have developed a schedule to where it works specifically around whether you're a youth football player, a JV football player, a varsity football player, a collegiate football player, and even our NFL guys still come in throughout the course of the season in their busy schedules to continue to train and to continue to get their bodies worked on. When we train, we want to make sure that we're getting at least 2 good training days a week with strength and weightlifting. We're also going to do a speed day where there's more low impact work where we're really working on a lot of speed technique. Here in the trench, the one thing that we do that is completely different than anything else is this in-season process that we incorporate therapy treatment as well as the training in the process to get their bodies back underneath them as quickly as possible.
A really fantastic part of this program for the in-season kids that are doing their training with Trench is rebuild in the recovery center, and everything we do in here and all the modalities and all the injury assessment is actually part of the Trench Academy and part of their in-season training. So they get all these modalities, they get the pre-game treatment to take care of whatever they need to take care of. They get the post-game injury assessment in case anything happens during that game. We can take a look at it and let them know whether they need further attention or not. And then outside of that, even with the in-season treatment, if they have anything that's going on that's bothering them, if they have anything that's kind of itching at them a little bit while they're working out, while they're doing their speed training, stuff like that, they can pop into the recovery center and we can take a look at it and assess and treat anytime, any way we need to. So having a therapist on site, having a recovery center available for these kids pretty much 24/7, included with the in-season stuff, is really something phenomenal that nobody else really offers.
Most people get confused with when it comes to in-season is the difference between rest and recovery. When you've got aches and pains, when you've got small finite injuries, you need recovery, not rest. Rest is just laying up doing nothing, what you would do if you were sick or having a cold or getting any of those symptoms. Recovery is something you have to actively go do. We have to flush lactic acid out of the body. We have to get inflammation out of the body. We have to get our bodies actively worked on to make sure that we're always getting our bodies back to 100%. We've spent all this time in the off season growing our bodies in these well-performing, high-performance machines, and then all of a sudden we're not going to be able to utilize all that if we have injuries that are holding us back. Finally, one of the things that we do here through the in-season process that once again is unlike anything else offered in the state of Florida or even around the country is our position-specific protocol. We're gonna take the film from their game, we're gonna break down their film, we're gonna find out what they did well, what they need to work on, and then we're also gonna break down and diagnose their opponents for the next week. We give detailed scouting reports to our athletes about what exactly this opponent is gonna be so that we can make them more successful for Friday night's game. If you're an athlete that's truly wanting to play at the next level, you've got to begin to train at the next level. The Trench program and the Trench schedule replicates exactly the type of schedule that you would have if you were already playing Division I college ball or you were already in the NFL. If you have aspirations as a youth or high school athlete to play at one of those levels one day, you've got to go ahead and understand that it is a lifestyle. It's not something you just turn on and turn off. If that's you, we want to get you in here. We want to get you a part of these resources, and we want you to train the Trench.